Hello, my name is Sylvester Alexander, and this is a video where I draw something. In my face, more specifically. It's a self-portrait. You probably saw that from the... Actually, no, I don't think I put that in the title. I haven't made this video yet, so we shall see. But this is a self-portrait, or it's supposed to be, even though I don't really know if it looks like me. Like, if you saw this photo, I'm not really sure if you would immediately say that's Sylvester Alexander, but I think I did an okay of drawing a face, at least. It might not be my face, but it's a face. The nose specifically, I think I could have done better. The nose is um, the win. Well, the eyes are the window of the soul, so I don't know what the nose is. It's the front porch of the face. It's one of the first things you see. It's not the first thing you see. It's like one of the first things you see. So I didn't nail the nose, and therefore I think that's probably the biggest reason why it doesn't look like me. But then again, I don't know. I'm just bad at drawing faces, and this is also kind of a wishful thinking version of what I look like. I draw myself with long hair, even though I don't have long hair. I wish to someday have long hair. I'm going for like a Kurt Cobain or a long-haired Bucky Barnes or maybe a long-haired Brad Pitt kind of look. So it's not the most accurate self-portrait, long story short. This program that I'm using right here is just the preview on my Mac. And the program that I'm using to do the actual drawing, for the most part, is a program called BeFunky.com. It is a photo editing app. It is not intended for drawing, but I can't afford Photoshop, and I couldn't find a good free app that I could, or website that I could use to draw with. So I found this, and I could draw with it. So life hack, I guess. Again, this is not what this program is intended for. And I draw with my mouse because I'm also too poor to afford a Cintiq or one of those things that you use to draw, like a tablet with a little digital pen. You know what I'm saying? The way that people usually draw digitally. Again, I'm just using my mouse or my trackpad. I drew this back in, I think, 2021, so I don't... Might have been my mouse, might have been my trackpad. I think it was probably my mouse. Either way, that's why the lines are not very clean and not very straight. So when I want to do straight lines, that's why I switched to the preview instead of Be Funky. And so the eyes I did with straight lines, but then I realized that that looked so out of place, so I kind of went in and made the lines look kind of jaggedy, or some of them at least. I did that with the one eye. It looks like I didn't do that with the other. Maybe I did that earlier and it was just not paying attention. I don't know. But I briefly switched to a different program they were called, or a different website called lunapic.com, and I used their paint bucket tool because they don't have one of those on befunky.com. I filmed this video before, and I mumble so much, and my audio is not great. And I have a problem where I film a video and then I'll watch it back and realize that I can barely understand what I'm saying. So I'm trying really hard to enunciate in this video and pronounce my words well, although I'm still trying not to talk too loud because it is 6:30 in the morning. So I do live in an apartment and the walls are not that thick. Here with the eyes, I tried to do like a ring light kind of effect, but it didn't look good. So I just did the classic three dots. And I completely talked over the eyes and didn't talk about this at all, but the eyes are kind of my favorite part of this drawing, and I think maybe the most important part of any drawing of a face or a human, because our eyes are drawn to eyes. We want to look at people's eyes. They are the window to the soul. And so if the eyes of a drawing look bad, the rest of the drawing, doesn't matter how good it is, the eyes are bad. Because that's the first thing you see, generally speaking. So I really wanted to nail the eyes, and I do think I did a pretty good job. I did that left eye, and then I sat back and said, crap, now I have to do that again. And so I really, really, really struggle with the second eye. You'll see that it takes me absolutely forever to try to do that second eye because I just wanted it to be symmetrical and the same as the first eye. I actually, now I'm thinking about it, I probably could have just like copied and pasted that first eye. I could have just, I mean, I don't know, that might have looked funny, but I could have tried it at least. I don't know why I didn't at least try that, but here I am color picking, just doing my best to try to make the other eye the same. It's sort of like doing eyeliner, where you nail it on one side and then it's like, well, I don't even want to try to do it on the other side because I did so well on the first side that but no, I'm never able to replicate this. So it's a lot of pressure. And as I said, the eyes are pretty much the most important part of the drawing of a face. So if one eye looks bad, it doesn't matter how good the other eye looks. It's just gonna look weird. And sure, I can make all of my drawings of faces, every character I draw, have an eye patch so I don't have to do a second eye. But I mean, that could be like my thing. So I just draw people with eye patches, but I don't. I'm not sure about that. But all said and done, I do think I did a pretty good job with that second eye. It's just taking me a whole lot of time to try to just nail it. And then with the eyebrows as well, I do think I did a pretty good job with the eyebrows. We're not at that part yet, though. You're doing the beard. I did not nail the lower half of the face. The eyes I'm pretty happy with. The eyebrows I'm happy with. The hair I'm happy with. But the beard, the mouth, and the nose definitely could have been better. With the beard, I didn't really know how to draw beards. And I didn't want to do what I do with the eyebrows. Because what I did with the eyebrows, as you'll see, is I kind of draw in individual eyebrow hairs. I mean, I don't draw every single one, but I do little lines to make it look like there's hairs. And I didn't really know if I wanted to do that with the beard. I do, spoiler alert, end up going and doing that. But I really struggled. I didn't know what to do with that beard. And that mouth is very flat, very one-dimensional. I wasn't really sure how to... I don't know how to shade. I don't know how to... Have I said that I don't know how to draw? I extended the head there. I also didn't comment on that. I'm really bad at making videos as well. But I extended the head because I realized that I drew the head too short and too round, and extending the head to a proper size made it to extend off the canvas. So I should have made the canvas larger. But you know, you live and you learn. It's just the top of my head just goes off the canvas, and that's just how it has to be. And so I made that nose straighter. But I like I said, I didn't really nail the nose. My nose, I have a very distinguishable, my nose is very unique. And here I am doing the eyebrows. Like I said, I'm pretty proud of how I did the eyebrows. I'm not sure where I learned how to do this. I think I saw something on Instagram. So like an artist demonstrate how they do it on Instagram. I don't know, but I want to give credit to where I learned these things. But I don't always remember where I learned these things. So I learned a lot of what I know, primarily from Drawfee. But anywho, my nose it gets bigger at the bottom. It tapers out. It's very conical. So I should have done that, but I'm not really sure why I got the nose. Like, presumably I was looking at a picture of myself or in a mirror, so I'm not really sure why I got the shape of the nose so wrong, but who knows. This was a while ago. And now I'm trying to do some highlighting. But as I said, I'm not really good with highlighting and shading. It's something I still have to learn how to do as an artist. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I have to learn how to do as an artist. I'm probably not gonna learn because, frankly, I'm not that invested in learning to become a better artist. I'm just proud that I can do this, frankly. And now I'm going and doing the hair. As I said, I am the hair is one of the things that I like the most about this drawing. I do a drag version of this drawing later, and I like the hair I do. Like the bottom of the hair, it's I struggled with making the bottom of the hair look natural and hair-like, but I do a better job in the drag version, I think. There are a few things in the drag version that I think I did better. I didn't film myself drawing the drag version, but I'll show you a picture of it at the end. What I mean by drag version is I just pretty much colored the beard, added some makeup, and changed the hair up. But again, I didn't film that process. This process of doing the hair, I know for a fact I learned from an Instagram artist. But again, can't give credit, or not proper credit at least, because I do not remember the name of the artist or the Instagram account. But basically, just do a bunch of different color lines of different thicknesses, and so that's what I'm doing here. And it ends up, I think, looking pretty good. Except for the very bottom there. As I said, it's just too much of a sharp line for it to look like real hair. But whatever, it's not terrible. I do a little highlight on the hair, and then I go in with the beard and I do the little hair lines like I did with the eyebrows. But I do it a lot messier than I did with the eyebrows. I think that was an artistic choice. It might have just been because I was getting tired of drawing this. This took several hours, and I was probably just getting tired. But maybe it was an artistic choice to make the beard look a little more scraggly than the brows. And now I'm just futzing around with exposures and sharpness, and that sort of final detail kind of stuff. And basically, it's done. It's, like I said, lower half, not super great. Upper half, pretty happy with. And this is the final product. And then we have the drag version right here. As you can see, I changed the hair up, and I like how I made the bottom of it look more hair-like. And I like how I highlighted and shaded the lips a little bit better, but they're still not super great. I like the makeup. I like how I did the makeup, and I like that I added in something that I again learned from Drawfee, which is that I added this sort of shading into the eyes, which makes them look a lot more three-dimensional. And I actually went back to the original drawing and put the shading in the eyes there as well. And I think that ends up making it look just that much better. As I said, I'm quite proud of the eyes, so I am happy that I went in and added that afterwards. And basically, that's it. Here are the final drawings, the original version and the drag version. I'm quite proud, even though I am not an artiste, and I was drawing with a mouse, so I had some limitations in terms of my knowledge and my technology, but I think I did a pretty good job. Let me know in the comments if you think I did a good job. If you think I did a bad job, then leave a dislike. Be sure to subscribe if you want to. Have a great day. Stay frosty. Bye.